Well, let's see if we can get it. If you can hear this. This is a 2000 Ford Taurus that I've had for, I guess it's been about 11 years now, and it's been a real good car. I am having a problem with the fuel pump, I think. Could be either the pump or a relay. Had a relay last year. I'm not sure if it's the same one that last year went bad on me. And but anyway, I've needed to for several years now actually get something different. I've been able to drive this with hand controls, and put my wheelchair in the back seat. Actually, I started out putting it in the trunk here, but I got to where I'd put it in the back seat and then just walk around to the driver's seat, get in, drive off. But that really has gotten a lot harder to do the last couple years, and so I knew I needed to look for something different. And I've always had in mind that I might need to get a van to be able to get around, get my wheelchair around and everything. And so I ended up finding something. Found a 2000 Chrysler Town & Country. It's a limited model, so it's got all the bells and whistles. A lot of toys on it that I haven't had, so it'll be fun to play with. But anyway, it doesn't look a whole lot different on the outside. You can see a few ground effects on the bottom there that kind of hint at maybe it being a wheelchair van. And then there's also a switch back here that operates it, but the switch was, you can see it's a little wavy in there. The guy that owned it before me had backed into something, and there's a switch here that it's just not there. It's got pushed back in there, so I'll have to try to dig that out if I can to see if it still works. But anyway, I'll take you inside here in a little bit, just go around and see the front. A few leaves on it. It's got this spoiler on the front, or whatever you call it, that I'm not sure if I like it without it. I don't know if I like it so much with it, but if it helps keep the wind and everything off, the bugs off the windshield, that might be worth it. It's been through a few has a few dings and scrapes, and got some paint I need to try to get off, and this piece is cracked here. I may have to, I know I can clean these. I need to clean the headlights really good. They're really bad, but I think they should clean up. But anyway, yeah, a tire had come apart on a truck or something and hit the grill, and so it's all beat up. But that's just kind of a bolt-on thing. I thought maybe I was just going to have to get the emblem, but looking at it, this is all the chrome is worn off here and everything. So that'll be something to do later on, though. But anyway, let's come over here, and I should take you around the other side first. Can't really get too close. I think you can see it. There's just a few more scrapes over there. The door handle on the rear door is broken off. It was used as a he kind of used it to support himself getting in the van, so it broke off. I've got another one though, so I have to put that on at some point. See some pretty good scrapes there. I think those are just the clear coat though, but we'll see. I'll work on all that stuff later. It's fairly nice interior. It's, you know, it's beat up a little bit, but it'll clean up. And let me get this. Got this stick that you can see there's switches there on the dash that, if I can get this one, you should see something happening here pretty soon. Well, that was a lot of fun. I can, well, not really. Broke the switch on the dash that lowers the ramp, and it failed shut, and so kept trying to open and close the door and ran the battery down, and we had a hard time trying to we'd put a brand new battery in it, and it would run it down, not start the engine. So anyway, had it looked at, and so we were able to replace the switch finally and able to get it to work. In the meantime, we had it to the shop. They were going to look at it, but they decided they didn't want to fool with electronics of the ramp and everything. But it's had a really bad knock in the engine when I bought it, and the previous owner had had a new harmonic balancer put on, and pulley maybe, I don't remember exactly what, but he said that solved the problem a little bit, but it really didn't. Turned out it was a cracked flex plate. So anyway, got that fixed, and then Dad took it home and to fiddle with it a little bit at his house, and was able to finally get that switch replaced, and also was able to get this switch done for the that opens it from the outside. Oh, I've got to get the keys here. Got to unlock it. It won't, the switch here won't work unless the door's unlocked. So that should be unlocked, and push this down, and here it comes. Automatically does the ramp at the same time in sequence. And we'll go on up in there. Got these straps here to strap the wheelchair down. The wheelchair has, see if I can show you, yeah, these kind of a U-bolt almost situation there that you can just hook a ratchet strap to it or something. Start it, get the engine going to replenish the battery after putting that ramp down. That takes a lot out of the battery. A little bit of a shudder there at first, it sounded like, but it's running pretty smooth. And here's the switches on the dash that this is what I was trying to pull, or this was what I broke at the first, what I was trying to push with that stick. So we go up with it. You have to keep it up until it starts moving, and then it's a momentary switch. It'll return. And it's closed. I should have showed it closed it, I guess. There anyway. It is. I can tell originally it came with a system that there's switches right here on in this compartment that when the van was bought new, the passenger was the one that was in the wheelchair, and so they had originally taken the passenger seat out, and there would have been a plate in the bottom, or in the floor, which would have been right about here, that had a lock mechanism in it. And what you do is there's a pin that you have to get for the bottom of the wheelchair that bolts onto it's a kind of a plate with a pin sticking down that bolts onto the bottom of the wheelchair, and you just roll the wheelchair on up into it, and it locks and secures you in position. So anyway, I don't know, they're a little expensive. Actually more than a little, quite a bit expensive, and so I may just try to deal with strapping myself down to the floor at first. I'll see what I think I need to do if I don't feel secure enough. But anyway, a little bump I have to go over. But anyway, I don't know if I tilt the wheel up if you can see it any better. Maybe not. Kind of see the hand controls here. There's a handle right here. It goes down to this lever system that you can kind of see down there where it's connected to the the brake pedal. So you just push down like that to brake, and then it twists, and there's another system. See if, yeah, we can kind of get it's a better look at it anyway. I pull it down like towards my knee, and that works the accelerator. So anyway, that's basically all the hand controls that I need to be able to drive the van. I keep this hook in right there, and so I can hook it onto the wheelchair, and then I'll keep that at a certain length, and then I just roll up a little bit farther to and there's one over on the other side here, but I'll roll up until they're tight. And then also have the seat belt in the van, normal seat belt that straps myself in also. the interior in this limited model is, the color is taupe, and from what I read, that's exclusive to the limited model. It's the only color available in the limited model. It's got some nice white face gauges in the limited model. Let's see if I can. It's kind of hard to get the good lighting on it when you're looking right out the windshield. But all the controls here, and see what I've been wanting to try is the stereo here. Let's go power.
94.9 KCMO FM, Shawnee, Kansas City. A Cumulus.
Let's try to scan here. Let's get rid of this.
Encouraging Kayla.
Centro de Avivamiento Casa de Dios para las...
Say that allowing phone access to a self-proclaimed...
The U.S. talks clouded by a letter written by 40... Patient from the policy statement.
Whoa!
Higher official interest rates.
Would you look at that?
Whatever happens, Fed Chair Janet Yellen is scheduled to hold a news conference Wednesday after the policy meeting wraps up. At the Bloomberg Radio.
China is reassuring the world its economy won't drag it down.
Stereo?
Li Keqiang said today China will intervene with targeted measures to support growth if the economy slows to a rate that hurts jobs and people's income. At a briefing in Beijing, Li said hitting a growth target
but it's the only one that Kansas City has left.
Be easy. He said China has ample policy tools it can use should expansion approach the lower limit.
And here we are a couple days later, actually, after changing batteries in the camera, and it's kind of raining outside today. And I should have showed you this last time. It's 41 today. It was Monday this week. It was 80 degrees, and this, of course, the thing was on, it was out in the sun, but it was showing 88 on the thermometer. But this kind of goes through here, shows yeah, kind of miles per gallon. I've just been real just letting it idle here, and then I've been real heavy on the brake and accelerator and everything, just getting used to driving it. So not too good on the mileage yet, but that'll improve. And distance to empty, I think that's another trip odometer. 41 degrees. Let's see here. Ooh, that's cold. 5 degrees, that, even though 41's still cold, that sounds a lot better. That Celsius crap. But anyway, let's see, one other thing I wanted to show you. One other thing I wanted to show you on this chair here, the seat, passenger seat, is it's a transfer seat. What it does, you can let's see, go back. It's got a track. Let's see, I'll show the track on it. You can go back, I guess. That's about as far back as you can go. But imagine that there's the original seat right there, and this actually swings out, and I don't have room in really with me sitting here, but if I wasn't, this would swing all the way out to where it's facing back, so somebody could transfer into it, and if they had limited mobility, and get back into position. That one's the one I need to push. It goes all the way up there. So anyway, let's turn it off here. And one last thing I wanted to show you was there is another switch in here that works the ramp. There's a switch down here if say if I was, you know, back here in the middle position of the van, middle area, and somebody else was driving or whatever, I could reach down here and flip this switch here. There is also right there, I don't know if you can read it, but you can switch it to automatic or manual in case, I think in case the battery dies or something like that, you can switch it to manual and work everything by hand with with some resistance, of course. But let's try this and see if it'll work. Yeah. And away we go. Let me adjust the chair a little bit here. And then put this back up. And there it is. And if we go ahead and lock it, then if somebody came up and tried to flip this switch again, it would sound that tone, if you can hear it, with the traffic going by. But and it wouldn't do anything with the doors locked. So that's about all I have to say about the 2000 Chrysler Town and Country. I was going to show you one thing I do like, the Pentastar logo there, kind of reminiscent of the back in the back in the 60s and early 70s, back in the heyday of Mopar performance and everything, they always had those on the front fenders of the cars. So, kind of a neat little gesture to the past, I guess you could call it. So anyway, if anybody has any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. Just put them in the comments below, and hope you enjoyed it.